So today I thought I'd mix up the content a little bit and I'd dive into Mauricio Pochettino's Chelsea for next season. Now we have got some incredible talent. How is Pochettino going to line up? We will find out in friendlies coming up, of course. But the much interesting thing for me is how he's going to set up the team in terms of formation. We've got a hell of a lot of players. I know we've sold off quite a lot, but we've still got a lot of talented players. So how is he going to fit them all in? What formation are we going to play? Are we going to play a back five or a back four? Now, looking at his past teams, I do believe it's going to be a back four. So if we go to his Spurs team, the 2016 Spurs team, probably his best Spurs team, that they just fell short to Leicester, of course, to win the league. They did have Lloris in goal, a back four, very solid back four. They played a 4-2-3-1, so this could very easily be Enzo and Caicedo in the centre, and then off the left, I'm thinking maybe Mudryk, maybe Sterling could play off the left as well, which could be very nice. If we do keep Chukwuemeka as well, he could be a bit of depth option. And then behind the striker, it's most likely going to be Nkunku, of course, and then off the right, again between Sterling and probably Madueke. I think Madueke is still a bit raw for me to start. I think it's probably going to be Sterling, Nkunku and Mudryk. I think that's the front three I like. And then the striker is definitely, there's a question mark on the striker. Will we sign a striker? Is Pochettino happy with Jackson and Brozier? It's looking like Brozier and Jackson will lead the line at the minute. I really like Brozier, but he's a bit injury prone. If he can stay fit, he could be the man to lead the line for Chelsea. So, in terms of how I think we'll set up, I think it probably is going to be Kepa for this season. I think we'll probably try and change him next season or maybe in January. But for now, it's looking like Kepa will go in goal. The left-back option, a lot of Chelsea fans are wanting Ian Maatsen, and maybe in the easier games, or if Chilwell needs a rest, we could give Ian Maatsen a run out. But I still think Chilwell's our best left-back for me. Right-back, obviously Reece James, untouchable really. Malo Gusto looks very, very good at Lyon, but it's hard to drop Mr. Reece James. So Chilwell and Reece James as our fullbacks, I think are going to be very, very good. If you looked at that prime Spurs team, both Kyle Walker and Danny Rose, they were a huge part in that team. Two of the best fullbacks in the league. That's like prime Danny Rose, that. I think these fullbacks are going to be a big part of our attack, of course. So, happy days. Now, the centre-backs are up for debate. A few Chelsea fans not playing Thiago Silva. But for me, Thiago Silva is still our best centre-back. So, he's got to play. Fofana is... I'm not sure on Fofana yet. I think he's got potential, but I'm not hugely convinced on him yet. Especially not to drop Thiago Silva. And then on the left-hand side, take your pick. Badiashile or Levi Colwill. Both incredible. Badiashile looks so good. He treated a little bit harsh probably to the back end of last season. However, if Colwill does stay for me, I watched him at the Euros as well, the under-21 Euros. He is incredible, and it will be one of our biggest mistakes if we do let go of Mr. Colwill. So that's how I think our back four will look. Maybe Badiashile plays that on the left as well. I would not complain at that, but that's incredible. You've got two incredible ball-playing centre-backs, and it should work very well. Now, the deeper role, and this is where I think we will see a different level in Enzo. So, it's looking like Caicedo. Surely we get Caicedo over the line. So, he's going to be a bit more of the defensive player, of course, which allows Enzo to get forward more. Now, Enzo has played pretty much as a deep DM last season, so we barely got to see the best of him. We still saw him get a few assists, which was incredible, even him playing deep. But next season, with Caicedo behind him, we're hopefully going to see Enzo really get in these areas. Now, he has played as a 10 for River Plate, and he actually got quite a few goals there, so I wouldn't be fully against some games if we wanted test Enzo out as a number 10, because he is an incredible playmaker. So, but I don't think that's what we'll do. I think Enzo, Caicedo, and then Nkunku I've already mentioned, who I've got big hopes for. When I say Nkunku's behind the striker, I think quite literally these two could play as a front two. Maybe Nkunku drops in a little bit, I'm not sure, but and Kunku definitely can play up front as well. So they could play off each other. Mr. Do you go Jackson or Broja? I'd probably go Broja for now because I've not watched much of Jackson. And then off the left, I'd probably go Mudryk. And off the right, Sterling at the minute. But Madueke does look like he has potential, but he's a little bit raw. So I think Sterling off the right, Mudryk and Kunku. And then Broja. I think that's roughly how we'll line up. We have got some friendlies coming up, like I said. So it'll be interesting to see how we lines up. But I like the look of it. I think we've got some very, very good players. It will be interesting to see where Chukwuemeka goes. We've got Andres Santos still. Apparently he's looking incredible. So we might end up keeping him actually, which is very nice. Am I missing anyone? That's the question. I'm not sure. If we type in Chelsea, I'm not sure if we're missing anyone. All I know is that Pochettino apparently has been putting them through absolute hell in training. He has been getting them to do a lot of fitness. Pulisic has gone to Milan, which is very nice. But yeah, these two, it looks like these two probably will lead the line for us, which on paper probably doesn't look the best, but yeah, I've seen shades of Broja and he looks incredible. And Kunku definitely probably can play up front. I just think he needs someone to play off, really. But yeah, I'm excited. I will be happy with top 4 next season. It's going to be tough to go for the league with how strong Man City are. And top 4 in a trophy would be nice, like an FA Cup or a Carabao Cup. We haven't got Europe, so we can purely focus on the cups and the league. So yeah, I'm excited for this Pochettino season. I think it probably will be a 4-2-3-1. But if we play a 4-3-3 as well, that could be quite interesting as well, actually. Do you know what would interest me? 4-3-3. I'm just thinking Enzo and Chuck. I really like Chuck. So, in possession, I mean, look at that. Get the fullbacks up. I like that. That could be another thing we do. So yeah, if you're a Chelsea fan, let me know what you think.